it was just amazing to experience and take it in. I was so happy for the guys because I know they've been knocking on the door. Everybody's saying, can they coexist? Can they get it done together? And to see them actually do it, Joe Mazzulla, Brad Stevens, Wick Grossman, Al Horford.
I'm glad Al got one. Al was a rookie when I got to Atlanta, and he was ahead of his time even back then. He was very mature. He would, he'd joke around and stuff. He got to the point where he started joking around more after he was with me for 3 years. But when he got there, he was mature beyond his years. I'm glad that he finally got it.
And Al's a winner.
Yeah.
Al's won everywhere he went back-to-back championships in Florida. Yeah. So, when he came over there as a rookie, he impacted winning right away. You know what I mean? And happy for him. All of those guys, Porzingis, when we were doing the post-game interviews, just to see the pure joy on everybody's faces that, after all of the hard work and everything, the scrutiny that everybody has been having over them, even though they've been super successful, they still was like, well, y'all ain't get it done. And for them to get it done, it was just amazing.
There's a lot of people that played that can say they never won one.
Yeah, it is.
That's something that you could go to your grave with and be like, I'm an NBA champion.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and an Emmy Award winner.
Quick question. You win the championship parade in the summer. Now, season has started. What's the mindset now? Because what happened already. So it's a new season. Now you guys aren't sneaking up on nobody. The X is on y'all back. Going into that first season after the championship, what was your mindset first? And then what do you think they're thinking about?
Well, after we won it, first off, when we first got together, it was in 08. The X was on our back instantly because they put that together, the big three, and we had to every single night. And, we just had phenomenal leadership from top to bottom. I think that not only what Doc did and that coaching staff, we believed in them, but then it was more so kangaroo court where we were able to handle our own shit. You know what I mean? Like, Doc really was kind of hands off. Just don't get in the way of this because Ticket was on point. Ray was on point. All of our leaders led in different ways. So Ray was a quiet leader. You know what I mean? Ticket was your emotional, and then Paul was your franchise leader. Like, he'd been here forever. And so it was just different, that dynamic. And after we won it, we thought we was going to go back to back. And right there, Ticket got hurt in Utah going on a lob. And, nobody ever disclosed what actually happened. Like, they kept saying, like, it was his stomach at first. Then it was his knee. And no, they just kept putting different things out there. And I never went up to him and asked him because I know it was killing him not to be there. And we ended up losing to Orlando in the second round. And they went on to beat, I forget who I think Cleveland. And then they ended up going into the finals and losing to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. But we was expecting to go back to back. I think we won 62 games or 64 games that year. We won 66 the year before. So
in 2008, who took you guys to 7?
Is that a loaded question, Eddie?
That's a loaded question. Look, you got me sweating. Thinking about that shit. No, first round, we went 7. So we went 7 games with them. First round, we didn't win a game on the road. Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we didn't win a game on the road. So every game at home we won, and then we
beat the shit out of us at their place.
And then we would go to Atlanta, we would lose, and so we went 7 games with you guys, and we went 7 games with Cleveland, and it was the same shit. We did not win a game on the road, and that game 7 against Cleveland, that second round game, was probably the best 2-man performance that I've seen like ever. It was epic. Paul and LeBron backed up, and they was guarding each other. So it was different.
Yeah.
From like, okay, he got 40 over here, and then I'm not guarding you, and then you got 40 over here. No, it was like, no, okay, give the ball, move out the way. You look. I looked up like in the fourth quarter, and like I didn't. When it was happening, you don't realize what's happening until I looked up at the score. I was like, God damn. I was like 40 and 46. Damn. I was tripping like, man, they out here kicking, but because you really was seeing it happen. But yeah, we went 7 games, and first time we won a road game was Game 6 against Detroit to close it out.
Mike, explain this, bro. Like, y'all didn't win a road game. For me as a fan of the NBA, how is that possible? You guys, is it that much changing of energy, of game plan when you play somebody on the road?
Yeah, I mean, it is for sure because, I mean, the Hawks haven't been in the playoffs in 10 years. You know what I mean? For to go and play against, I mean, I think we're A seed, playing against the number 1 seed, you're going to get fans. They brought a lot of, I mean, it brought a lot of excitement just making the playoffs. And coming and playing against them even made it better. You know what I mean? And when you win at home, it's party time. You know what I mean? So, but going against them, me and Joe Johnson were the only 2 people that ever been in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So all those guys like Al, Marvin, Josh.
Was Jamal there? Flip?
Jamal wasn't there yet. Flip was there.
Flip was tough.
Zaza. Yeah, I mean, you got all these guys that never played. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if Flip did or not, but a lot of these guys never played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for even to hold our own like that was a big stepping stone for these guys. But I mean, they beat the shit out of us in Boston. It was like a 30
every time.
point every time.
But that's the question. Why?
I mean, it just
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if it's lack of just being there and being in the moment, or we never been here before. We don't know what to expect.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, like I said before, you go there the year before and they got bags on their heads, and you come back the next year and they're number 1 team in the East. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to put those 2 things together, but. We didn't expect nothing else. I mean, people everybody thought, they're going to blow them out. It's going to be 4-0 sweep. We went back home. We held our own.
Did y'all overlook them?
Nah.
At the beginning?
Nah. That's the one thing about that team is we never overlooked any opponent that we played against. We respected all of them. Respectfully, we going to kick your ass. That's how we felt.
See, you could look on their face and knew like okay, we're going to turn on. Like you could look.
We had guys that's been in moments. That's why.
There was never no panic on their face.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Our leaders had been in conference finals before. You know, Tick had been there. Ray had been there with Milwaukee, and Paul had been there one time with Boston as well.
All right. This season, it's on. The season is right around the corner. Media day is what? 3-4 weeks away.
It's Celtics against. We got to figure out who the other team's gonna be.
Well, you know he gonna say Celtics. I'm not
looking at me.
I'm not rolling with the Celtics.
Okay.
No, that's cool. Just like you wasn't wrong with USA winning gold, but you was wrong.
That's not true. I will admit to this. Somebody fact checked us about Texas being bigger than all of
No, they
Europe.
fact checked you.
They fact checked me.
trying to throw us in there.
I forget the at whoever it was. You was right.
Man,
and that's on me.
Ain't nobody. That's where people's problem is. We're trying to prove a point, and you talk about this square, many square miles. Man, get the hell out of here, man. You ain't no square miles back when you back in school.
Appreciate that, man.
His geography was on point, though.
Man,
Yours was off.
say, man, I have no problem admitting when I make a mistake. But the point I was saying was the central part of Europe where the countries that I played in, Texas is, it doesn't matter because I'm going to get fact-checked again. But right now, the season is about to start. You got the Celtics and who else in the finals?
You know who I'm really rolling like with OKC, man. I really like them. I like how they did what they did last year. I think they're only going to have more confidence. I think they believe in their coach. And to me, that's the main thing is when your star players believe in what your coach is doing and what he's putting out there, and then they can hold everybody else accountable. When you don't believe in your coach and it starts being that, Mike, you've been on teams like this before. You be like, the hell is this dude talking about, man? And then, we all talking in the locker room like, man, dude don't know what he doing, man.
I think it has something to do with roles, too. I think they know SGA is their guy. Mm-hmm. And, everybody else falls in the line, kind of like how when we were in Sacramento, to where everybody knew Webb was the main guy. And then some nights it's going to be other guys, some nights it's going to be other guys. But, you got the guys that cover the basket. You got Dort that's playing defense. He don't care if he gets shots. His role is to play defense. I think they know their roles, and that's what makes them so good. And there's no egos on the team to where you could tell them, tell those guys really like each other. And, I mean, that goes a long way.
Remember the post-conference, the post-game interviews they would have, the whole team come together. Mm-hmm. Those are small victories in trying to build a championship culture. When everybody messes with somebody, I'm not mad at your success. You're not mad at my success, and we not mad at his success. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you happy to see your brother who put in that work just like you do. As long as you see him putting in that work, you like, man, I'm happy to see him get out there and get money.
Right.
Straight game.